Hi there, my name's Nick, I'm autistic and I also have ADHD. And yes, I've just realised in the background I have a coffee table on top of the lounge suite. That's because I'm actually supposed to be vacuuming and getting distracted along the way. So please ignore the fact that I've got furniture in the wrong place. Not that I'm sure you care anyway. So what's today about? So today's episode is about conformity or lack thereof. It's just something that's been floating around in the back of my mind. Well, probably for always, to be honest. So, number one, what am I doing today that's different? I'm standing in front of a camera and I'm not wearing makeup. And I'm not wearing makeup because normally I don't wear makeup. I wear makeup in front of the camera because I think that's what you're supposed to do. I'm taught that females are supposed to wear makeup and do their hair and look nice. Now, I'm not doing that. I'm wearing a daggy old hoodie that's been half chewed by the dogs, an ex-husband's holy old t-shirt and a pair of $12 Kmart tracky dacks, and I'm comfortable like that, and that's okay. As most of you will know, I'm trying to work out who I am. Being a late diagnosed autistic person has really opened my eyes, and I'm learning to see the world from a different perspective. Lots of things questions that have been floating around in my mind are now slowly being answered. Not actively, I'm just letting stuff settle, just bubble around and settle. And that's actually a good feeling. I'm learning to accept myself. I'm understanding that I'm a product of conditioning. My childhood was relatively strict, so anything that was out of the norm would be punishable. You know, you're a naughty girl, don't do that. You don't walk around on tippy toes, it's ridiculous. Don't dress that way, that's too much. No, you're a girl, you should dress like a girl, you know. None of that is me, none of that has ever been me. You know, and I'd be punished and sent to my room or smacked or, you know, out with the belt, you know, for expressing myself. So I learnt not to express myself from a very early age. Now that I have permission to express myself, I'm working out exactly how I should do that. I know, I'm waffling again. I had all this planned in my mind. Again, I'm not scripting. I had it all planned in my mind. I mean, the thing I'm really trying to be natural as far as possible. So I have things all rehearsed and scripted, and then I turn the camera on, and I blooming well forget. You know, that really is the working memory thing. There is just no good. So I wrote myself like a shopping list, a to-do list yesterday before I went to bed last night. Okay, here's a list of things that I want to get set today. You know, I want to make up the spare bed for my friend to come and stay. I want to vacuum. I need to sort through the fridge. I want to set up my bike on the stand because I want to get back in cycling again. So if I stick it on the stand, I can practice. And I want to do some knitting because I'm like 98% through making a jumper for a friend. So I really want to finish that because we're coming into the cold weather. But my handwriting is terrible, and I got up this morning and all my words had run into each other, and it looked like I'd written down that I wanted to set up my bike sniffing. And I was completely puzzled. I was like, why am I setting up my bike for sniffing? I don't sniff bicycles. I don't know anyone who sniffs bicycles. What am I doing trying to sniff a bicycle? But anyway, I'm off track again. What I was trying to talk about today is nonconformity. Now, I have never conformed to the traditional what is traditionally female. I do not get along with females because I do not understand them. You know, they are a completely alien species to me. My mother tried really hard to make me as girly as possible, and I wasn't. So I just got, okay, yeah, I'm just a tomboy. You know, I wanted to grow up, and I wanted to be a cowboy, and I wanted to have a six-shooter, and I wanted to wear a white Stetson, and I wanted to be a marshal, and then I wanted to be an astronaut, and a spy, and, you know, all these traditional male roles. It was just wrong being told I had to wear dresses and heels and, you know, nice little low-cut blouses and be a nurse and be a secretary. And, you know, I've tried so many things and I just don't fit in anywhere. So I thought that the whole autism diagnosis was just going to answer all these questions. But it hasn't. I've still got this, yeah, but I'm not exactly a girl, and neither am I a guy. And I've been referring to myself as Nick Thing for many years and considering myself to be neutral. And so I'm like, well, is there anything wrong with that? You know, can I just not have a gender? Can I just be me? I'm just Nick. I'm not a thing. I know I'm a person, and sometimes I have days where I want to be more feminine, but a lot of the days I'm not. Now, I tried to raise this question a few years ago with a GP. Now, this is the same GP that I went to and said, look, I read an article on female autism and I think I might be autistic. And she said, no, absolutely not. No way, you can make eye contact. So when I said, you know, I'm really not sure about where I'm at. I'm really not sure on my gender. Again, she's just looked at me and said, no, definitely not. You are a woman. You look like a woman. You act like a woman. You dress like a woman. You talk like a woman. Yes, I do. Because I've been taught I have to. I would be punished for not doing so. But does that mean that I feel like a woman? Some days, other days not. I don't know that I'm either. So that's fine by me. I'm quite happy not to be either. I don't know what it means. That's probably in a watch this space thing. You know, I feel kind of neutral and kind of fluid, if that makes sense. But it's all part of my journey of working out who I am underneath this really, really long-term, deep, heavily masking individual who has survived. I hope that makes some sort of sense to some of you. Thank you for your time. Be well.